Another DJ BrewTube Booze review. Today we have a variant of one of the very most popular spirits on the planet. And who creates said spirit? It is Crown Royal Distilling Company, also known as Diageo, out of where? Gimli, Manitoba, Canada. And what product do we have from them today? We have their Crown Royal Texas Mesquite. This is a blended Canadian whiskey. It's a limited serving. Well, that's what they're saying for now anyway. And it is 40% ABV or 80 proof if you prefer. It varies, I guess, sort of age is of this whiskey. You know, there's no age statement, but I'm saying varies. Why is that? Because Crown Royal is made up of a blend of over 50 whiskeys to create said, you know, finished product with, of course, neutral spirit. And it's pretty inexpensive, clocking in at $23. So the mash bill for, you know, the variants of whiskey that create Crown Royal are rye, corn, and barley. Now this, they've also added mesquite flavoring. They haven't used mesquite smoked wood or anything like that, but I guess they figured why mess with the original base? We're just going to flavor it. Wood flavoring is a natural extract, so, you know, there you go. But I guess if it's been around since 1939, hey, why not? Now, why Texas Mesquite? Well, the reason Texas Mesquite is because, believe it or not, the largest market for Crown Royal in the United States is Texas. It's pretty huge here in Maryland, US of A, as well. So that's why we have the red, white, and blue sort of homage to Texas flag kind of bag, which is awesome. I'm sure a lot of us got some Crown Royal bags around. You know what we do with them. You know, we put, like, I don't know, nuts and bolts in them, marbles, whatever the hell. And if you look at the bottle, too, we'll open it up. The bottle also has special labeling and sort of the Texas flag kind of neck to it. So really cool packaging. I'm hoping said spirit will taste good. When you open this and pour it, it's all about mesquite up in your face. Even the box smells like mesquite. I don't know if they incorporated some of that into the ink or not, but it's smelling like a scratch and sniff sticker almost. So let's talk about the appearance of Crown Royal Texas Mesquite. It's a lovely caramel color. Looks like regular Crown Royal when you swirl it. Getting tons of alcohol lace clawing down the inside of this glass here, just tearing down. Lovely, lovely caramel appearance. There's not much else to say of it by that, but you know what? With that mesquite in there that I can smell blasting off the top of this, it better smell good too. So let's dive in for the aroma. Big, meaty barbecue mesquite. It smells like you're standing next to a barbecue pit. Caramel sweetness, vanilla, some tannic woody notes, a little bit of citrus way underneath all that mesquite aroma. It smells like barbecue. Like you could be out definitely drinking this at a barbecue. They on the back here they suggest a cocktail, what are they calling it? A mesquite mule. I'll make that maybe for the channel and we'll throw that up as well. It smells really nice. It's got a big blast of mesquite. When I opened this bottle, it was like genie coming out of it. It makes the aroma kind of one note, but there's enough vanilla and sweetness in there to parry the big smoke that's in it. And that light citrus and tannic notes are nice. No alcohol present on the aroma. This is a real easy drinking whiskey if you guys have had it. It's mainly a blender these days, but whatever. Let's dive in. Cheers! Whoa. Just like in the aroma, it blasts you right up in front with that mesquite flavor, almost like you're drinking a Islay whiskey like Lafroig or Ardbeg. Not as drivingly smoky that you can tell it's like been created with that smoked malt, but it's pretty darn intense front to back. After that, the vanilla comes in. Very little burn going down the chest. But the mesquite dominates pretty much your whole palate. The sweetness is in there. Like I said, the vanilla, a bit of caramel as well. The citric notes that were apparent in the aroma are not in the flavor. But really smooth. Crown Royal is like velvet anyway. It's meant to be unassuming, you know, not like a salt in your palate. Meant to mix with things. I'm sure I'm going to come up with some creative ideas for drinks on this, because if you can use a smoky whiskey in it, for a $23 bottle, hey, maybe I'll go there, because that's way better than maybe cracking out a bottle of Lafroig, which is much more expensive. So, not super complex on the flavor, but tasty. If you like smoky things like Lafroig or maybe smoked beer or like X-Link or Alpha or something like that, I think this would be for you. Not a complex whiskey, but tasty nonetheless. Now, let's add a little bit of water. I don't think I would add water to this on the norm, but you know what? We'll put a couple eyedroppers distilled in here and see what kind of change it makes to the aroma and the flavor. It's opened up the caramel considerably, dropping the water in there. Way more vanilla now. The mesquite is much tamed. I'm assuming because that's a flavoring, water would dilute that down. But tons more vanilla and caramel sweetness. The citric notes have risen up a bit, but they're still a background player. And the tannic woody notes that were there, they're pretty much gone. And that's about it. You know what? We're not talking super complex. The smoke is still there driving. Let's dive in again. Ha ha! Much smoother. The vanilla is way more present in the flavor. The smoke is still up front. And to the back of the palate, it actually shines a little more than it did in the front of the palate, straight, uncut. It's got a cool, like, kind of smoky, sweet vanilla flavor going on now when you drop a little bit of water in that. Maybe with an ice cube, this would be pretty pleasant just to sip a dram of. You know what? And if you're not looking for something that's going to just like assault your palate, you just want to sip a whiskey, and you like smoky, maybe this is for you. If you don't like smoky, definitely this is not for you. Unless you want it combined in a cocktail or something where those smoky flavors would kind of accent what you're trying to do with the sour and the sweet in the cocktail. So, pretty tasty. Let's grade it. I would say, let me take another taste here. This is all the way, I'd say, a B+ kind of spirit. 89 high B+, because it's cool when it's got a cool, drivey mesquite flavor. And they've taken a nice riff on, you know, the anywho kind of whiskey that Crown Royal is. But that mesquite flavoring, they've done well. It's not obnoxious, and it is balanced in with the other whiskey flavors. And when you hit it with a little bit of water, that vanilla sweetness and kind of like caramel big notes that are kind of a signature of Crown, you know what? It comes up as well. So, I'm giving it a B+. Have you had Crown Royal Texas Mesquite? If you have, let me know what you know, because I like the quid pro quo, the back and forth. Oh, you know what? I also really like it when you do a big favor and think locally, drink locally, and support the craft and, I guess, macro spirit movement. Maybe this is craft for Crown, because it's limited serving. Who knows? Also, if you can do me a big favor and what? Rate, comment, subscribe, especially if this is your first time with us. Join us for more mayhem and insanity. And if you could, help us raise those metrics in the Google and YouTube kind of searching for stuff world. And what? Oh, yeah. Smash that like button, because that, along with only a dram or two, is all it's going to take of Crown Royal Texas Mesquite to put my big-ass booze-drinking happy face on. So the next DJ BrewTube, I got nothing but a bunch of Texas Mesquite drinking love for you, and you know what's coming for you by now. Hell yes, that's right, a big-ass pizza!